because the golden age of America is just beginning. Man, I gotta tell you, for the past few years, I've been in a bad mood, and if you've watched my show, I'm usually in a bad mood. But I'm in a pretty good mood right now. Now, this is all happening because President Trump is a force. He is a historic force. He is the historic force of our age. He was the man standing between the United States and stagnation and surrender. And President Trump stood, and he was indicted, and he stood, and he was shot, and he stood. And America stood with him. We stood with him. You see, in America, I really believe that America right now is divided between what I like to call the lions and the scavengers. Lions are people who want to build things, people who are productive, people like the people in this room, people who believe they have the power to choose and to act in the world, and that they have duties in this world, duties given to them by God, duty to family, to community, to country, and to themselves to be the best that they can be. Lions believe that merit ought to triumph. And then there are the scavengers, and they've been in charge for a while. The scavengers believe that if you fail, it's probably somebody else's fault. They believe that all the systems that allow for success, for merit to thrive, that those systems are broken and must be wholly destroyed. Well, they were on the rise. For nearly 4 years, they were on the rise. And now the scavengers are on the run. They are in retreat. And that is thanks to you. That is thanks to President Trump. And that's also thanks to Charlie Kirk and Turning Point, which have done such extraordinary, extraordinary work. I actually met Charlie Kirk when he was 18 years old. He's younger than many of the people who are currently in this room. And Charlie was going around a conference in Florida, in Palm Beach, Florida, looking for donors for Turning Point. I remember turning to my business partner, Jeremy Boring, and saying, that guy is going to be the head of the RNC one day. And instead, Charlie built his own RNC. It's astonishing. So I want to talk today a little bit about why I am so hopeful. The reason that I'm hopeful is because Donald Trump and the American people are about to make our economy dynamic again. Donald Trump and the American people are about to make America's position in the world unquestioned again. And Donald Trump is about to make the American dream possible again with the American people. So let's talk about the economy for a second. There's a whole school of thought out there that just wants to punish success, that believes that innovation is a sin, that believes that people like Elon Musk, by building rockets, is doing something deeply wrong, that Elon Musk, by building Tesla, is doing something deeply wrong. He has committed the great sin, which is to earn. His great sin is that he created great companies. That is a huge sin in their view. But here's the thing. Businesses hate that sort of thing. So you end up with stagnation. You end up with inflation. You end up with lack of creativity. All of that is about to end. President Trump is a businessman, which means there's only one thing in life, we all know this, that President Trump cares about. There's only one thing: winning. That is all he cares about. Okay, a lot of people think he cares about, that's wrong. He cares about one thing: winning. And he cares about winning for the American people. That means unleashing the power of free markets. Free markets have been maligned in this country. They've been treated as something wrong, as sort of a man-made system that's jiggered in order to harm certain people at the expense of others, and that is false. Free markets are merit. Free markets are justice. Free markets are innovation, and they are dynamism. Free markets are what's going to make all these young people rich one day. That's what free markets are going to do. The scavengers believe that it's the government's job to establish cosmic justice, that because all human beings are created equal before God, but we're not all equal in our qualities, right? I'm not going to be playing LeBron James in basketball anytime soon. And by the same token, I've read more books than LeBron James, which is to say more than one book. That because of that, the scavengers believe that cosmic justice must be established from above. The outcome should be the same for everyone. That is truly unjust. It is tyranny, it is evil, it requires discrimination, and it requires cruelty. Free markets say the opposite. They say that you get to invest in yourself, that you get to take those risks, that you rise or fall on your own merit. They also say that you have to do something for someone else before you get anything else in return. I've said before that free markets are a form of forced altruism, and that's right. Nothing is owed to you. You're not just given things in a free market. You produce, you make things. Life gets better. And one of the magical things about free markets are the opposite of socialism and stagnation that the left likes to talk about. Socialists like Bernie Sanders and AOC, career useless people, absolutely useless leeches on the ass of society. These people, they can turn gold into sand. They can turn prosperity into failure. Free markets turn sand almost literally into gold. Imagine the fact that everything on planet Earth, everything in your cell phone, everything in your computer, everything in Elon Musk's rockets has been present on planet Earth since the cavemen. Every single element has been present on planet Earth since the cavemen. What changed? Innovation changed. Dynamism changed because of innovation, because you got to keep what you made, because you got to sell it, because you got to exchange it. These are the principles of freedom and liberty. Because you owned your labor and you owned the product of your mind, you were able to actually create. You can take the same sand that's been on planet Earth for all of human existence, and you can turn that into the superconductors that power the military equipment, that powers the American military, the greatest military on the face of the earth. You can do that because of free markets. And Donald Trump is going to make free markets great again. Donald Trump likes capitalism. Donald Trump is not afraid of business success. Donald Trump is a businessman. You can see businessmen everywhere are excited about this. I talk with a lot of tech founders, the people who actually found the big companies in tech. And what they say is this is a new founding. It's a business founding. You're going to see an explosion of business in this country like nothing I've seen in my life.